Hey guys, thanks for joining me, and if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. Today, I am going to take apart this Takog, Takog. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Takog. I'm not sure. Really cool. Only cost 30 bucks, or maybe it was 28, but Jesus, what a good price. And it's 14C28N, and it has a hollow ground dual finish. Very cool. I'm going to do this disassembly in a way that I don't usually do them, in which, by that I mean I'm going to in a minute here, I'm going to take this apart in high speed, and you're gonna and once it's disassembled, I'll show you the insides and tell you what I think. And the me actually fiddling around with everything is going to be in high speed. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, and we are back. So I got to tell you, first off, this is one of the easiest knives I've ever taken apart. It just, for some reason, seemed really easy. It's not an original design by any means. By that, I mean, it's not anything that hasn't been done a million times before. But the way that it came apart was very easy. Just the two back screws and then the spacer and then the pivot, and then it just came right apart. Very nicely constructed. It's got this thumb stud, which is only on one side for a right-hander, which is fine, and it doesn't have a pocket clip for the other side. So, this is for righties only, but it's still really, or ambidextrous, but it's still really cool. It's got this runner here for where this lock goes right here, and it makes it really smooth. That's very interesting. It has a nice liner lock here. They didn't over grease it too much when they put it together, but you can see that they've taken out some of the steel here to make it lighter, and it's sandwich construction. By that I mean the liners aren't inset, but they're trying to cut corners and still make a really good knife. The clip is substantial and a good clip. Like if there's going to be a bent clip that's cheap, this is pretty good. It's also a deep carry, just a little bit showing above your pocket, but not too deep either, which I also appreciate a lot. Their pivot is locking, which is great. Some cheaper knives, they cut out that part, but they've gone ahead and machined out a little tab here on the Miguron pivot here so that it stays in line with the knife as far as like where the M wants to go. And that's just great. I really like that. I really like the fact that the knife itself has this it's a hollow grind, which is really makes this knife incredibly sharp, and it's 14C28N, which is an incredible steel to put on a budget knife that only costs $30. That's really cool. For that amount of money, you're usually talking about D2, so that is very cool. It's running on these pressed bearings, which are absolutely fine. It gives it a very smooth action. So, and you can see on this other side here, they've machined out more of this side over here because obviously the liner lock over there prevents it from machining too much out. I also like the fact that you don't have to take the pocket clip off in order to disassemble this knife. Sometimes the back screw of the pocket knife, which you can just see right here, is all the way here inside of to go into the back spacer, which gives it some more strength or whatever. But they haven't done that, and I prefer that, not having to take off the clip. It just makes it that much easier to reassemble. All around, I have to say that this is constructed really, really well. And notice too that their pivot collar here is steel, although it's been anodized bronze, which I like. And I should have also said that this comes in black as well. And they've PVD coated the inside here. So although this is steel, it won't rust, at least not rust that soon. So very cool. So now I'm gonna clean this up and oil it again and put it back together in fast motion again, and then I'll have some final thoughts on this. Okay, and we are back. Very, very easy to put back together. No amount of trouble at all. Very easy. I should have also led with the fact that this was perfectly centered when I started, and it's perfectly centered when I finished. And also that it is a front flipper as well. And I'm not really good at front flippers. I usually need a little wrist action, but rolling over works fine. In general, I'll probably always be using the thumb stud, but it's nice that this is here. It's just interesting and different. But I like the option that they gave you the thumb stud too. This peel ply feels really nice, and it's scalloped really nicely too. So overall, I think the construction of this is really good. Sometimes with budget knives, you get knives that are just hard to take apart and put back together again, and that's happened to me on a couple of these disassemblies. And this did not prove to have any of those faults, and it has really nice liner access to here. Like I said, this also comes in black. So overall, I'm impressed with this. I think it's put together really, really nicely for a $30 knife. I'm really impressed. So yeah, if you like this new format for my disassemblies, please let me know in the comments. If you could leave a comment, that helps the channel a lot too. I'm going to do a full review of this knife. It'll be coming out in a couple of days. If you want to become a Patreon member, follow the link down below, and also you'll find a link to this knife as well down below. If you use any of the links on my videos, that actually helps out the channel. So please use that link if you want to. And if not, that's fine too. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.